Hello traders, welcome to another video analysis. I will just go through what was happening previous week and I had many analysis played out, worked out for you. I wasn't able to post them, so I posted them on my YouTube because I had some technical issues with the trading view. But just let's get started with first bet, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. As you can see, I was expecting price to increase from here all the way up to this first line and this happened. So price just failed to tap my buy zone for about 7 pips, and then just when it came very close to this first take profit area for 3 pips, it missed it and then it reversed to the downside, which was obviously expected because price was bearish in a bearish trend in a downtrend on higher time frames. Also wanted to see some reaction from this line and it happened, but price did not sustain above so that long and it dropped below. Pound against Canadian dollar, beautiful trade. As you can see, here was one trade I made. Price came to this higher time frame sell zone that break the structure. We had a 50 structure flip, and obviously the first take profit target was this area right here. So very nice 1 to 6 setup, beautiful. And then as you can see, after the first objective was met for the price, price just returned back to the sell zone, which was still valid. It came all the way back up and then tapped to the T this area that I marked. It just missed this perfect take profit, but it was here where there was an arrow. So very valid setup and great overall pound Canadian dollar. So euro Swiss franc, as you can see, I was expecting and wanted to see price to continue higher from here before dropping low, and that did happen around this area right here. I will just show you. So it was valid buys right here, and it tapped this first take profit area, which was about 1 to 5, and then unfortunately once price came around this area that was still valid, I was waiting for this hike to break. Did this not happen, and when hike is not broken, but price will go and attack the low and take it out, and that's what happened. You can see very valid setup right here. So overall great view as well on euro franc, but unfortunately price did just continue lower. Likewise on euro against yen. As you can see, I expected price to go up from here. However, there was a lot of consolidation and then all of a sudden just bearish pressure. This candle was too strong for buyers to pull the price higher. And if you go on 15-minute, once price was in this zone right here, and after this fake move happened, I was waiting for price to also break this hike, and this did not happen. So price again went down and take the low out. So it just reversed all the way to the downside, which was obvious because it was downtrend, but I wanted to see some pullback before selling and was looking for buy to sell setups. Euro Swiss franc against yen, as you can see, very nice. So actually this did happen and price did tap the buy zone and increased for about 150 pips. Uh, as you can see, very nicely from here. However, did not break this first hike, so it couldn't really get enough volume to push the price higher. And sellers again step in right here, make another hike. Price took the structure out, the low out, and made another low, and now we may form a new trading range. Um, One of the best setups was for sure Australian dollar versus New Zealand dollar. Australian dollar against New Zealand dollar. So as you can see, expecting price for drop from this area right here. Price took out this high, took out this low, and obviously made some mitigation, structure points break, and this and that. As you can see, after it came in this sell zone that was already I was in, it came down, and first objective for the price was met, and buyers came back into the market. Came again to mitigate this sell zone, take out this hike, and then to drop and to make a real move to the downside, which you can see price came already into 1 to 10 risk reward ratio and dropped for about 200 pips, which is quite a lot for Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So now still expecting price to come all the way down to this area right here, if that's possible. It formed a new trading range in a way, so hike, low, broke the structure, and now just waiting to see what we will do. But this was overall very nice setup. Let's look at 15 minutes as well here. As you can see, this 15 minute did not offer us a lot of um, structure manipulation, but it did happen in a way here. So as you can see, price made a low, made a hike, took out this hike, broke this low, and then it came again into this area right here. This was just about 50% of this range, so this was very valid um, setup even on smaller time frames. But just so we can see the idea behind this trend. Let's go forward. I will also post this, I think, later in the educational video, or maybe just leave it and make an analysis for the next week. Respecting for Canadian dollar against yen to rise from this zone right here. Obviously, let's look at 15 minute in this area. So obviously, price did not tap this buy zone and just blown through it. Anyway, we didn't have any confirmation, so price just made another high low, break the structure, so it formed a new trading range. Likewise, on Australian dollar Swiss franc, but price came into this zone right here, so this trade was valid for a while. I wanted to see price to go from here all the way up to here, because obviously we were price was on the higher time frame price was on the downtrend, but because there is so much um, so big push happened to the downside, I wanted just the price to continue higher before dropping lower, and there was no proper pullback on this pair, so price just blown through this. And likewise on GJ, as you can see, price came into this buy zone. Actually, it very nicely came for 270 pips to the upside. So this was valid trade, of course, but again failed to come all the way to this take profit area. The idea was the same, just to buy before sellers come into the market. However, price did meet its objective here, break the structure, made a fullback to the upside, mitigate this inefficiency or fair value gap, however you wanna call it, and then just drop massively to the downside, taking out all these lows and probably now coming somewhere around this area. Which I will post also later in the new analysis what I expect for price to do. Euro Canadian dollar, obviously some valid sells in these zones right here. Idea was just price is trading very high already. Wanted to see it to come lower. Here was some validation of bullish uptrend in a way on smaller time frames. But as you can see, as soon as price came down, break the structure and came into this buy zone, which I should have marked out, but I did not. It just absolutely rocket from here for over 200 pips. Why was this important buy zone? Why? Because price was consolidating for a while here and then made strong push to the upside and break the structure here as well. So this was very important area to look at for buys. So if you did well done, I have not because I was not in the chart so much. But you just see now price took made the low, made a high, broke the structure. After consolidation, this area was very important. And once price came in, it just um, really go up for quite a lot. Great trade was on this. Obviously, on pound, New Zealand dollar against Canadian dollar, as you can see, price came into the buy zone. Let's draw, and I had first take profit area right here. Second is around this area right here. I was there because the idea was that price is so low that we just want to trade it up high and all the way up to this set range. Um, with obviously this zone being very strong, so I expected a big push. And as you can see, price did increase for about 150 pips, which is a lot for this pair. So let me just show you what was happening on small time frames. This was first valid buy zone, but the red flag was that price did not yet took out this low. Okay, so obviously, naturally, what I did, I was just waiting for price to take out this low. That's why I drew this arrow right here. And finally, as you can see, after price here did took out this low, it came and take out this hike. With that, it formed a new trailing range, which was from here to here. Not having a nice buy area, just expected price to go up from the 50% of this range, which was also mitigation of this inefficiency or fair value gap, however you want to call it. And then price just absolutely rocketed upside. Obviously, great setup because below this low stop loss could be, or even below this, whatever you did, it was great risk to reward ratio. And as you can see, price currently being in about 1 to 13, or if your stop was here 1 to 4, which is obviously great as well. Great setup on this pair. Let's go forward. Euro New Zealand dollar. I don't think I was waiting. I was waiting for this hike to be taken out on a daily time frame, which did not happen, and I was not looking to trade until that happened. So I was staying out of this pair. Just had my alert set. Um, US dollar, Canadian dollar. As you can see, price did take out this hike, and after that, I was expecting decline in price value. So price did really go down all the way this red arrow that I draw, and after that, it tapped into this Bison in a way had some structure manipulation and obviously just um, went all the way back up. Now New Zealand dollar, US dollar very trade as well, as you can see, just similar as before but a bit slower pair. So price nicely came into buy zone after breaking out this low. Higher, this low was not broken, so stops below this could be valid and to keep you in this trade. If you go on 15 minute, let's just look quickly. So in 15 minutes, so as you can see, price when it came to the buy zone did not take out this low. So I was waiting just at the previous pair, this low to get taken out, and he did here. So this was the hike I wanted price to take, and he did not take it. So the next was this because there was a new range formed, and after this, price did this, break this trading range, and obviously not having a very good um, buy area, or actually having one valid area right here with 50% um, matching up. One good entry was here, another was also here, and your trading range done. So obviously if you would enter here, stops would be put either below here or below here. I would advise this, and price could come to 1 to 3. So like this, or either like this. Great setup overall, a bit slow pair, however still good. Let's look at pound US dollar. Obviously, I was expecting for a price to go up from here if this high would be broken, and it did not happen. So the other scenario played out. As you can see, this acted as a sell zone. Why? Because there was consolidation, strong push to the downside. Obviously, there was some interest for sellers to sell from, and this did happen. So price really just dropped all the way down into this range right here, which was about 78% of the daily trading range. Interesting area for point of interest. So, and price just blown through this buy zone, came all the way down, tapped this zone, and then on Friday, I believe on the NFP, it increased in the value because there was a bad news for US dollar on a non-farm employment change for the jobs. As you can see, beautiful with US dollar currency index of DXI. I will just marked out this sell zone. I wanted price to, after this zone was not valid, I wanted price to drop. And as you can see, as soon as the zone was tapped, price just started to going down, break this buy zone, close below, made a pullback to the upside, and then absolutely plummet to the downside, hitting my first target for the DXI because of the bad news on Friday for NFP. Beautiful predicted, and just the opposite did euro. So obviously I was bullish on euro as I said, but this had me thinking if this price action had me thinking if this zone would be the one to sell from. And as you can see, as soon as price did came up from this buy zone, it came down from this sell zone, played the structure, and came into some point of interest right here for the NFP, consolidated, and then buyers just got the control because US dollar was weaker and price already tapped this target with euro getting a lot of strength. Let's just go a bit quicker on gold. I wanted to see gold to get some sales from here. This did not happen. Price came into the sell zone and dropped on the NFP as well. I did not post any of these. I was watching maybe USD around this area right here. Let's just look. Yeah, a very beautiful buys actually in this pair as I marked. As you can see, price just obviously trade very low. Price took out this low, break this hike, made a buy zone, which is very valid, and came to this first take profit, which is reasonable enough for the intraday trade on Australian dollar, US dollar. So beautiful. This did not watch at all. This is still just dropping all the way down massively. Just interesting, beautiful trade. A bit unfortunate I was out already here, but just beautiful swing trade. This would be absolutely beautiful. Um, some charts are still messed, but pound Australian dollar, as you can see, I was waiting for a price to, after this high was taken out, to drop from here. However, this did not happen, unfortunately. But if this would get me in, that would be very nice to see. So obviously 1 to 6 again. Great trade after that happened. As you can see, this high was taken, was broken. Price was taken above quite a lot, and price did form in a way in trading range. Or even if you see here, this is structure manipulation. So as you can see, price made a high, made a low, break the structure, form a new trading range, made a pullback to the buy zone, and obviously just going up. So just simple price action, guys. Um, Pound New Zealand dollar, let's see just once price came to this region right here, which obviously you can see it was clear buy zone as well. If you go on 15 minute, again, just happens all over again and again. As you can see, structure manipulation, hike, low, break a structure, break, taking out this low, breaking out this hike, forming a new trading range, price coming in, reacting. Okay, guys, just let me go quick forward if there was anything else. If not, I will just stop with the recording so I don't make you bored. And I will post obviously new videos very soon. Should be out before Monday market open. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But definitely they're coming out, and I hope you will enjoy. If you have any questions, just text me, send me a message. I'll be very happy to help you or explain some things. But that's it. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy and God bless you. Bye.